In today's wrap-up, an Armenian serviceman has been killed by Azerbaijani sniper fire. The Prime Minister has urged Armenians to not be provoked into violence by Azerbaijanis. An Armenian school has been vandalized in San Francisco. Georgia has denied claims that arms destined for Armenia traversed its territory. And Armenia's coronavirus situation continues to show signs of stabilization. An Armenian Armed Forces serviceman was killed today by Azerbaijani sniper fire. The Ministry of Defense reported that Ashot Mikhailyan sustained fatal injuries after being shot on July 27 at around 1:10 a.m. in the northeastern region of Tavush, where the current clashes are taking place. The Soldiers' Insurance Fund announced that financial support will be provided to Mikhailyan's family for the next 20 years. Despite this news, the situation in Tavush has been calmer than in previous weeks. Prime Minister Pashinyan has asked Armenians in Russia to not be provoked into violence by Azerbaijanis. Pashinyan spoke in an interview with the Russian RBC TV channel, where he spoke about the clashes between the Armenians and Azerbaijanis of Russia. He later stated that anti-Armenian attacks were not only due to anti-Armenian rhetoric coming out of Azerbaijan's leadership, but also an attempt to destabilize Russia and make it the stage of ethnic clashes. This came after clashes took place in Moscow between the two communities, with even certain Azerbaijani businesses denying service to Armenians, and other attacks which resulted in the detention of 50 Azerbaijanis. An Armenian school and its community center in San Francisco were vandalized by Azerbaijanis. California law enforcement agencies have said they will investigate the case using CCTV footage of the faces of the perpetrators. The vandalization received condemnation by the local congressperson, as well as the Speaker of the US House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, who stated, quote, "The hateful defacing of this place of community and learning is a disgrace." Georgia has denied claims that arms destined for Armenia traversed its territory. Irakli Chikovani, the advisor of the Georgian Prime Minister Georgi Gacharia, fervently denied claims that Russia plans to transport 300 combat vehicles through Georgian territory to Armenia. This comes as Azerbaijani media reported Serbia-made weapons had been supplied to Armenia through Georgia. Tbilisi has consistently called such claims propaganda ploys and reiterated its support for Azerbaijan's territorial integrity. The coronavirus situation in Armenia has continued to show signs of stabilization. 321 new cases of COVID-19 were confirmed yesterday, raising the total number of cases to 37,317. 235 recoveries were also reported and 5 more deaths, raising the death toll to 705. A month ago, Armenia was experiencing rates between the 600s and 800s. That figure has now dropped to the 300s level. In other news, data from the National Statistical Committee for the first half of this year has shown that the Armenian economy has contracted by 4.7%. The biggest decline was recorded in the construction sector, which saw a 23% drop, although industrial production increased by 1.5%. ՍիվիլNeթ's Ani Paityan spoke to Lara Cholakyan, the Human Resources Department Manager at Viva MTS, a leading telecommunications company and digital services provider in Armenia. She moved from Canada and has been living in Armenia for 16 years. They spoke about why Lara made the move, why she stayed in Armenia for so long, what challenges she faced, and what it's like to be in such a position in one of Armenia's biggest companies as a woman. And finally, ՍիվիլNeթ visited the family farm of the Mikhailyan family. The family moved from Yerevan to the region of Gegharkunik in order to establish a milk farm in the house of their father. The initiative has grown significantly. The family pointed out that these Armenian cheeses, which use wine in the process of their production, may be an ideal tourist attraction in the years to come.